playing a game for weeks, and then you go on vacation for a week, and then you get back, and suddenly you're not connected anymore, and you don't really know what you were doing.
Yeah. I went on my honeymoon, and I got back, and the very next day I went to GameStop to get my copy of GTA 5, and I was like, I want to go back on my honeymoon.
Aw.
This game is ass. I'd rather go bowling with Cousin 1,000,000 times over than this piece of shit.
And you weren't a huge fan of GTA 4. I remember you were...
forgive me, senpai.
I remember you were like grumpy about the car handling.
Everybody had an issue with the car handling.
See, and I was not a huge fan of GTA 3, and like I played it, but I wasn't like connected to it. Yeah. And so the handling in GTA 4, by the time I played it, I wasn't like, oh no, I just was kind of like, okay, this is what it is.
Yeah. They're never consistent. Every single game, they're never consistent with the car handling. Like the car physics, they change it. They either go too far in one way or pull back in the other. But regardless, the best car overall in every single game is your standard taxi car. Which now I guess you just have Ubers. You're going to be able, I'm pretty sure you're going to be able to just Uber a car in this newest version.
It'd be kind of crazy if you couldn't, to be honest, at this point in life. Zoomers will be like, what is this game? I have to drive.
Yeah.
Alex, your kids, or at least one of them, is a big fan of Fortnite.
He's ranked.
I remember I was there for his first time winning a match. I actually waited to see
solo
what was
match, I think, too. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, well, that I don't remember. But I remember it was like it kept getting, everyone else kept dying, and he kept, and I was like, oh, I can't leave. It was a Sunday morning. And I thought, well, I got to stick around and see how this turns out. And then it was like really exciting.
It was like we were at like a gaming convention and like we were watching like the guy that parried all those attacks.
Mm-hmm. But something that I have always felt watching your kid play Fortnite, because he's going to be 8, or he is 8, I should say. And how old is Fortnite? Fortnite is 9 years old.
Oh, beat him by a year.
So Fortnite is 9 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Released July of 25th, 2017. Oh, wait, it is in its 9th year of existence. Okay, whatever.
Okay.
Point is that I think it's kind of, I always thought, I felt it was kind of weird that Fortnite's still popular. Because you think of things when we were kids, they had, in our childhoods, they had a beginning, middle, and end.
Yes.
So He-Man, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, to a certain extent, Power Rangers was I was going to say, like the original
G.I.
Power
Joe,
Rangers.
Transformers, yeah.
Dino Warriors or whatever. Who were the ones that they had like dinosaurs?
Oh, Dino Riders.
Or
do you mean Dino Saucers?
No, Dino Riders was what.
Or Denver the Last Dinosaur.
All of them.
Okay, all of them. The Flintstones?
The adventures, the young adventures of Scooby-Doo.
Oh, yeah. A pup named dude, I love
A pup named Scooby-Doo. Yeah, that was so good.
Yeah.
I have a bunch of the DVD rips of that show.
Based.
Have your kids watched that?
Maybe
they should.
I don't know if they've watched regular Scooby-Doo. But I came home today and Erica had classic G.I. Joe on TV, and I walked in and I was like, shwink. And like the younger one's just like, he's like, oh, but here's the reason why. I took down a box of some of my old stuff from the attic, and it had the 12-inch tall like G.I. Joes that they specially released in the mid-90s.
Uh-huh.
So they were just like, what is this?
They're
These
like
are GI. I'm like, these are
the
GI.
re-release.
Yeah, and these ones had like the authentic, realistic firearms and stuff like that. So they're like, "What's this?" I'm like, "Oh, this is a saw. It's a 50 caliber machine gun."
It's funny to me that when we were kids, Barbie were the only dolls that came in that form figure, and now having those large dolls is commonplace.
Yeah, and these ones were kind of like they harken back to the original GI Joes. Okay, we're having some cat issues here.
No, 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 no. Quiero, no, 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 eh.
So it was just like it seemed to me as though Minecraft and Fortnite and things like that, who have had this like extended longevity, it was weird that they're still very successful.
Yeah.
It seems to be that potentially in the case of Fortnite, that's changing.
Oh no!
Don't tell your son. Fortnite's not.
He's just going to play
cool
more Marvel
anymore.
Rivals.
Yeah, well, see, that's still cool.
Yeah.
Fortnite is not cool.
Not cool.
Fortnite is on the downturn as Epic layoffs are a bad sign.
Uh-oh.
Analyst says, if Fortnite can't make it, what chance do other games have? This is from Polygon, obviously.
Yeah.
But Epic just laid off 1,000 employees. I think that's crazy.
Yeah, in a single blow. I did see some figures. They had said that I think they had like 600 million users of Fortnite that had like Fortnite accounts or something, and I think like in 2025 they had like 100 something million active users or something like that, or that had played the game at that point. There are a lot of times like on the weekends or in the evenings when you go online, you can see how many people are in the game and stuff, and it's still a pretty big number of people. It might not necessarily be hitting those CS:GO numbers and stuff like that, but it's nothing to sneeze at. Yeah.
How many people are we talking about?
Maybe sometimes like on the weekends you get like maybe 267,000 on like what is it, Battle Royale. Or maybe more like 167,000 in Battle Royale, and then other, because it shows you every single game mode and how many are active within that particular game mode and stuff like that.
Holy shit! Speaking of CS:GO and Valve, and Epic. I was just looking up. What I was looking up was how many employees Epic has, which right now is 4,000 plus, maybe 3,000 right now. But this article was recommended to me in that search. Valve veteran slams Tim Sweeney and Epic Games for laying off 1,000 people while making as much money as possible. And hey, Tim, Gabe's better at that than you.
I imagine like Gabe was just sitting on his yacht exactly like that, and he's just scrolling through his newsfeed and just like, "The fuck did Tim do now?"
Tim Sweeney's such a putz. Like,
that's the problem.
I do not like Epic. I'm one of those assholes who, like, I have coworkers who are like, "Oh, dude, guess what game's free on Epic?" And I'm like, I don't care. I don't support the Epic Store in principle. I support the Epic Store in the principle of competition, but I don't support what the Epic Store does and how it does it.
Yeah.
I think that the idea of trying to steal users by offering free games is such a trashy style. Like that, I'm like, I really don't want to support that. And Tim Sweeney's a fucking dick.
Yeah.
But
it is unfortunate though that Epic is also the company that happens to make Unreal Engine, which is what.
Well, Unreal Engine fucking sucks.
I know,
don't like that
but I mean, God, take a look at how many studios have games that are built upon that, which is all that. That's kind of the problem. And then they've also got NVIDIA. Yeah, and then NVIDIA basically just purposely designs all their cards around Unreal Engine. It seems.
Well, and this is a separate topic.
It's like
because
it's
I
like
would
the
say
final
this is
shootout
why
at like a
this
Tarantino film.
stop supporting these companies again is my position on all this. This is how I was just yelling at a female coworker named Liz because we were talking about streaming services and I'm like, stop paying for streaming services. Like these price increases, like the ad supported version of Netflix is going up $1 or whatever. And it's just like, everyone's complaining like, oh, I thought streaming was supposed to help us get away from cable services and make it cheaper. And instead we're paying for Paramount and Netflix and HBO and Discovery and whatever. And I'm like, well, stop paying for all of these services.
Or if you're going to do that, get like one or two the most.
That's what I'm saying is like pick one. Anyhow, former Valve writer Chet Faliszek, who left the company in 2017, and whose credits include the Half-Life 2 episodes, Portal, Team Fortress 2, Left 4 Dead, and Counter-Strike Global Offensive.
That's a very nice resume. Very nice body of work there.
He's an interesting dude. I actually am subscribed to him on YouTube. He's very candid. I don't agree with all of his takes, but I it's one of those things where I don't agree with a lot of the shit he says, but I like him. So I'm okay with it. I'm okay with disagreeing with him on stuff.
Right.
Taking aim at Epic over the latest round of
Latest round of swinging?
I have never.
Hold on here. Yep, there. Okay, you beat me to it.
Drastic.
Why would you just use... Somebody's mom gave them a thesaurus for Christmas.
Is this guy British? Like, swinging sounds like whinging to me.
Yeah,
which is British. That's British English.
Just
I don't know.
Fucking normal.
Yeah, latest round of drastic layoffs.
Swinging layoffs. You know what? How many other people had just done the same thing? Rich Stanton.
That's
name.
Oh, he is British. I didn't even.
He was the editor of Kotaku UK, the UK.
I didn't need to read a bit of his bio.
Is that my brother?
What is this phenotype? That's me. We shouldn't make fun of his appearance.
Hide your wives, hide your daughters.
He just looks excessively British.
Oh my God.
Anyway,
his testosterone levels came back and they show a negative number.
That's hilarious that it was that. Anyway, swinging layoffs imposed by the company. Over 1,000 people are out of a job, while Epic CEO Tim Sweeney arguably rubbed salt in the wound by saying other companies would now be able to hire all these high-quality staff.
I think the author voted Remain on Brexit. I'm just going to put it out there.
Alex.
Just saying.
I
am.
Stay on topic.
That was very topical 3 seconds ago. Okay.
Wow. Alex exists to make my job harder to edit the show, to keep us out of trouble. Can someone explain this to me? Why anybody who works at Epic should work hard? Because Epic just laid off 1,000 people, and it's going to shut down Fortnite Rocket Racing, Ballistic, and Festival Battle Stage, whatever that is. Who knows?
Yeah, which was kind of a surprise. It was like people were like, "Oh, Rocket Racing's in this," and they're like, "Not anymore." Ballistic, I believe Ballistic. If I remember, I think Ballistic might have been like their first-person mode, like a battle arena mode. I think I've tried it like once. But that was a long time ago.
It's not like they're a publicly traded company. It's not like there's a need to hit the stock market thing. This is Tim Sweeney. This is Tim. 1,000 people is more than the number who work at Valve. Proceeds to And so Tim has gone from making games to making one game, spending all his time doing that and trying to make as much money as possible. And I guess, well, hey, Tim, Gabe's better at that than you. Oof. I don't know what to tell you, man, because you stopped cared about making things.
Ouch.
So Gabe's better at making things and making money. Man, Tim Sweeney.
God.
Anyway, so I'm not reveling in people losing their jobs, but I will revel in Fortnite failing. And hopefully your son realizes that he should stick to Marvel. Marvel Legends?
Marvel
Legend.
Marvel okay. Rivals.
Rivals, there we go.
Yeah. Well, it's also, I mean, if this is going to be affecting Fortnite, I would say probably because Fortnite is built and still exists around the game genre of battle royales. We've gotten now the extraction shooters, the hero shooters, stuff like that. The only two we know Call of Duty has got, the multiplayer, but they've got the big Warzone thing, which is their battle royale thing. A lot of other games are kind of trying to do the same, and they failed. Right. Other than Fortnite, the only other one I can think of that still is pretty popular and existing in that genre would be PUBG, which is a far more real world
popular
version. A lot of people are still playing PUBG. Yeah, if you check out like the Steam, like the top 10 dailies, that's still holding pretty strong.
I never hear anybody talk about PUBG. $198,000 in game right now in PUBG Battlegrounds.
Yep. But those are like
it's more than Marathon.
Yeah, but Marathon is part of the extraction hero shooter type of thing, which Highguard was trying to do, Concord was trying to do. Are we noticing a pattern here, kids? It would be interesting to see in the months to come, or however long Marathon is still around, because I think it's still, I don't know if it's still like early access or whatever, unless it's fully released. Arc Raider still, 6 figures. Call of Duty's got its own problems. What the comparison between Marathon and Destiny 2 are?
Marathon has as many players as Battlefield 6.
Yeah, it tells you something.
You said Destiny 2?
Yeah, Destiny 2. And this is just those, I'm guessing, that are just playing through Steam. Oof. So instead of trying to go and fix the game, we're just going to make a completely new game. Yeah. Yeah, but see, here's the thing. It's not Christmas time and we're not playing, so that explains a lot of stuff. It's nice to see this consistent growth for Rust, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, holding strong.
So all-time peak was 262,000 a year and some change ago.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. I wonder what caused that.
But yeah,
and Fortnite's not on here, right? Because this is only Steam.
No,
games.
Yeah, they wouldn't have that on here. You'd have to find another thing. I mean, I could hop on my Epic launcher, but I don't want to be. Wait. It's going to be screwing over now.
There's more people in Team Fortress 2 than
somehow people still playing Team Fortress. But I know that there was some sort of big deal that Disney had with Epic, and I think they might have ended that or dropped out or something. There was something to do with the whole Sora AI thing that's also kind of collapsing, which potentially is showing the end of the AI bubble beginning to burst.
It's wishful thinking.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not going to be reflective overnight in RAM prices, guys. Be realistic.
I have a whole other topic that was potentially on the docket, which is like the collapse of Western civilization. But
I love
we'll get to that some other time.
But I think if it would be funny, I think Gabe would basically kind of put out a post out there and be like, hey, are you a former game developer? Are you looking for a job? come on down to Valve Industries.
Well, that's what Sweeney was saying, was that there's a bunch of like highly talented developers now that they had to let go, that other companies can, other developer companies can snatch up. So Steam can be like, oh, what did you do? You're useful.
Oh, God, that was what was that? Like the euthanasia comment years ago, where some reporter asked Clinton, was like, what do you think? What are your opinions on like the euthanasia? And then he's like, well, they're all young, or something like that. It's just like, okay.
Wait, okay. Anyway, you know what? Let's bring focus back. We're gonna bring focus, and we're gonna do our actual article.
The V-Bucks, yes. Let's talk about V-Bucks.
I don't know what V-Bucks is, but I'm saying that
currency.
Despite the game's continued popularity, Sweeney says, we're spending significantly more than we're making. A phrase that stood out to Piscatella as doing the heavy lifting is the justification for the cuts. So where's all the Fortnite money going then?
Tim Sweeney's offshore accounts.
We can't say for sure, but the Epic blog posts gestures towards a few possibilities.
Bermuda or Switzerland?
At one point, Sweeney suggests that ongoing legal battles against Apple's App Store may be as much to blame for Epic's financial hardships as a couple of the underwhelming Fortnite seasons. We're only in the early stages of returning to mobile and optimizing Fortnite for the world's billions of smartphones, and in being the industry's vanguard, we have taken a lot of bullets in a battle which is only in the early days of paying off for ourselves and all developers. In the past, Sweeney has been conspicuously nonchalant about losing hundreds of millions of dollars on the Epic Games Store in order to win back market share from Steam. Well, that's
wishful thinking.
I mean, is that a good thing?
I don't know. Intel holds a bit of a market share for their GPUs.
Since it's a thing now, I should note the layoffs aren't related to AI, but then says, conspicuously little about how AI is used at Epic or on Fortnite specifically.
Thank you for that little blurb there, that asterisk.
To the extent that it improves productivity, we want to have as many awesome developers developing great content and tech as we can. If anything, it pretty clearly suggests Epic is using AI to improve productivity and assist developers developing, but the layoffs definitely aren't related. Oh, okay, then nothing to see here. See, there's a weird fixation with some people with how AI is used.
Mm-hmm.
I think the genie is out of the bottle and just.
That's so.
There's a lot we don't know, and we'll likely never know about why these layoffs happen now. But if Fortnite truly is becoming unsustainable, that's a canary in a coal mine for the industry as a whole. The big live service behemoths, including Fortnite, take up significant player count and timeshare on the consoles. The top 10 live service games on PlayStation and Xbox. Who cares about Xbox? Comprise.
Even Xbox would say that.
Live series games on PlayStation and Windows comprise nearly half of all US gaming hours on the platforms every month. And of course, this raises the question of if Fortnite can't make it, then what chance do other games have? I do not have a good answer to that question. Heck, I don't even have a bad answer. Okay, but like Marvel Rivals is in a fantastic position. Mm-hmm. I have my own issues personally with Marvel Rivals because of its development.
Yes.
But
it gives the gamers what they want. Have you seen them skins?
I watch your kids play it, and I think, yeah, I get it. If I was 8 years old and I had that gambit, I'd be into it.
Because I mean, it's all the Marvel superheroes from the all the Marvel universe, and you get to play as them now, and they've got other characters in there from the comics and stuff that they're not really used to, but they're like, hey, I get to play as the Hulk, I get to be Captain America, I get to be Iron Man and stuff like that. So Dad over here is just like, I get to play Blade. Blood rave intensifies.
We should have some kind of LAN party with your kids.
We should. Dude, we had a LAN party here a couple of years ago with one of Erica's cousin's kids.
Yeah.
Where he
were
brought
you guys
his
playing
Switch.
Fortnite?
Yes.
Okay.
Nicholas was here. her kid's cousin was when we had the coffee table down here, I brought in our TV from the living room and set up in there for his Switch to play, and then I was playing on the TV PC, and it was oh god, I mean, I was 40 or whatever, already in my 40s, but it brought so much memories back from when we were like in our late teens and early 20s. It was just because then I see some of these because a lot of us are at that age now. We're kind of nostalgic, and I've seen the videos and the pictures of these old LAN parties where people are just playing like Unreal Tournament, or they're playing, CS, Counter-Strike 1.0, and it's just like, or even some people just playing GoldenEye on the 64. It's just.
I'm really sad that somehow nobody took any pictures or video of our Halo 3 LAN party. Like, that's just kind of and I know why it happened. The reason it happened is because we were all having a lot of fun.
Yeah,
we
forgot about that. Like,
it was a different.
Let's just live the moment.
We were living in the moment, and it was a different era where I would have had to go get my Sony Digital 8 camcorder and walk around probably with a light on, being like,
yes,
hey, like, you know what I mean? Like, it would have been
you're like, let me set up like a static light set over here. I need something over there. And you'd become into like director mode.
We were all in the dark, and I remember what was it? Kate's roommate had Stu's roommate had that projector that he brought.
In the bedroom?
In my bedroom, yeah. Mm-hmm. Were you playing on that? Or were you like?
I was in the living room. I was on the couch.
Okay, so you were with us.
Yes.
And then there was I think there was another screen in the kitchen.
I thought we only had 2 machines.
It was only 2 machines going?
I think it was only 2 machines.
Oh, okay. I guess I didn't have that many friends. But Pat Shea was there.
There was still a lot of people in that one apartment that one day. And then we blew out the fuse.
Yeah.
And then you had to go like down the back staircase and be like, where did Brendan go? He's been gone too long. Should we send a Sherpa on a yak?
Oh, that was so much fun.
Yeah.
Erica brought snickerdoodles.
She made snickerdoodles on that. Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah. That was like high quality, like homemade, like gamer fuel.
Well, that whole night was just high quality, like Halo kids playing, like
prime era, peak era Halo. Yeah. It's funny that you mentioned about the whole, recording of that for posterity and we didn't do it because we were living in the moment, because now you kind of see a lot of that. You've seen pictures from modern day music festivals like Lollapalooza, Coachella, the modern day Oz, where people are just, you see a whole crowd of people just like with their phones just standing like this recording, and they're watching the concert through their camera lens, instead of just like putting the shit down and just enjoy the concert the way it is. And it's kind of like, oh, let me show you that I went to this, Taylor Swift concert. It's like, oh,
right,
you've got like 2 hours worth of recording. Did you even watch it? And they're like, yeah, it's right here. I'm like, no. Did you experience it? Did you watch it? You paid you paid basically the equivalent of a 1-month mortgage payment to go and see this, and you were just watching this whole thing through this camera thing. Like, and back then when people went to concerts, like, we didn't have smartphones at the time, but we were able to experience it in a more meaningful, one-on-one, personal experience, as opposed to now where it's just yes, you get to be like, hey, I went to see this and now it's on my phone. It's like, that's great, but then you're re-experiencing this on this 3.5 by 2-inch screen and stuff. And I think also maybe it's we didn't record the Halo night, but at the same time we're able to talk about it and reminisce about it and tell other people about that. And then be like, oh, did we do this? No, I don't think we did that. There was a third console. I don't remember a third console. And so you get these kind of like telephony type of stories that kind of come about it, and becomes like this tall tale and stuff like that. Remember like that one night where we all got drunk and ended up having to go on the bus on the L, and me puking on a skinhead's car? See, that's another great story. Nobody was recording it, but it's such a great story to tell people. Saturday, come around here, kids. Let Grandpappy tell you about the time I puked outside of a car and got kicked out in the middle of who knows where.
Well, yeah. Not only puked outside of a car, outside of a skinhead's car,
which was funny because
who deserved it.
The people that were hanging around and were friends with this guy,
super liberal,
modern day, yes,
yeah,
would never be caught dead with that person. But it was
a different time. You know what we do?
We were a proper country.
We were a proper country. You know what we do have pictures of? Same apartment.
Oh wow!
This was when we were doing.
Look at me, I'm thinnish.
Oops! Oh, that sucks. This doesn't just stay in place.
Stop.
Oh, that's anyway. I'll show you later. Mm-hmm. This is when we were doing episode 250, where it was like that live stream.
Mm-hmm.
Anyhow, I don't remember where we were going with
Tim Sweeney. He's a prick. He's an ass. He's saying we're spending a lot of money, but everybody's like, "Where's this going?" Because we don't see this product.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. I think that there's a life cycle to everything. I think that in a lot of ways, Fortnite and certain related games have overstayed their welcome anyway.
Yeah.
And so I think that it's a good thing, because if all Fortnite has done to kind of maintain its popularity is recycle existing properties, where it's like, oh, now here's Peter Griffin is part of Fortnite. Don't you want to be Peter Griffin? Oh, here's Rick and Morty are now part of Fortnite. Don't you want to play as Rick or Morty? The Simpsons. And all they do is like inject that shit, and that's not creativity. That's just it's artificial popularity.
So currently, right now, they've got Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck, and then there's that Lola Bunny, which is that chick from Space Jam.
Yeah, Space Jam.
But I'm like, could you get Babs Bunny? She was way superior. I mean, in my opinion. But yeah, I like some of the like, they've changed up some of the gameplay, some of the weapons, the map stuff, the way that, like, you know, you come into the map and get deployed and stuff like that, where there was like the bus that would drop you from the air, and now they have this thing where you kind of surf on these waves and you end up on the shoreline and stuff. So they've changed some stuff, but yeah, eventually something's gonna give, and it's just going to start going downhill more and more and more. And unfortunately, that's how it is with a lot of live service games. MMOs there's a lot of MMOs that I'm very surprised they still exist at this, like World of Warcraft still exists. What else is Guild Wars still exists.
But I mean, like, World of Warcraft shouldn't exist.
True. Yeah.
That should have died.
That should have become StarCraft 3. What's crazy too is that EverQuest. You remember EverQuest?
Oh yeah.
EverQuest. They had EverQuest, and then they made EverQuest 2, which a lot of people. There was a lot of splitting of the fandom, but they have both. They are still both active to this day. Star Wars Galaxies died, but Knights of the Old Republic, or whatever it's called now, Star Wars: The Old Republic is still, existing in some capacity. So a lot of those MMOs, I'm very surprised, are still kind of going, or just MMOs. And Second Life.
I still play.
As long as somebody has a 56K modem, you can.
I still play Second Life.
You just get on there with Daniel and just become just a jerk off.
Hey, calm down.
Why is everybody so angry? I'm sensing a lot of hostility.
Well, I think that hopefully these developers land on their feet, and that people stop using Unreal Engine, and that Tim Sweeney finds his soul again.
You have to have one in order to find one. Yeah. Gaben, meanwhile, is like the Archangel Gabriel.
Oh.
Something bad happened, Gabe. Steam sale.
We need to give the people comfort.
But sir, it's April. Spring sale. But I mean, yeah, I think regardless of what happens, Epic can always just go and fall back on Unreal Engines. Just because there's just it seems like it's just so easy for developers to use rather than having to get like a proprietary thing. And like I said earlier, NVIDIA just seems to be more than happy to be in bed with them. They've got the, Jensen's got his whole AI thing going on with that, but like, when you're trying to sell graphics technology and, ray tracing and DLSS, and now they've got the DLSS 5 that kind of does this uncanny AI type of almost, I don't even know how to describe it. That like an Unreal, whenever they come out with like Unreal 6, that's totally going to go ahead and take advantage of it. I think they're currently on Unreal 5.5 or something like that, or they're coming out with that, or whatever the deal is. But yeah, it's just Epic can always try to come up with a brand new live service game if they wanted to. They've got Rocket League, that's their other big thing that they do. Fortnite's still the big one, but it's rather than making excuses and saying, oh well, we're spending a lot more money, but blah blah blah, it's like, well, what exactly? That's the worst part. It's like, can you give us an answer as to what you're spending on? Because there's since it's a private company, I think they said there's not really shareholders that they have to be beholden to, so they really don't have to, unfortunately, explain and divulge what they're going to do. That, and Tim Sweeney is the type of person that never would. But if your user numbers are going downhill, then you're going to have to do something, quite frankly, because you guys make a lot of money on V-Bucks and skins. So